Number 2 of the morning as they move to dispatch point, 21.90 ahead of them. Down under Barker's on the pole, Declan Henry in 2, Canadian Arm. We are set, ready and away, running the gate very strongly, Canadian Arm, and it's going to lead with a wing on every hoof. Delta Sun getting through traffic well as Down Under Barker gallops here early doors. Red Rustler up in front of it as they sort their order out fairly quickly. Leader is Canadian Arm into the first turn and leads out comfortably for Tina Rittis by a length. Declan Henry drops in for cover second as the very smart Delta Sun finding his feet. He's moved off the marker lane, Mark Hayes, and he'll now sit without cover. This will give Red Russell either 3 back markers or 1-1. Either way, he's going to get a good trip, and after galloping shortly down past the winning post, giving him a tidy start now, but Down Under Barkers is chasing them up as they head past the mile marker. Out in front, the leader, doing it comfortably, Canadian Arm. It's the one I'm looking for an all-the-way victory now, and it leads by a length. Declan Henry right on its hammer second. Delta Sun. It's been left to do the hard yards without cover third, is settling 3 back the inside Red Rustler. Now thinking about moving off to the 1-1 past the 1400. And they've eased the tempo, so slowly but surely reeling in the main group is Down Under Barkers, and as they race inside the 1300 is about to tack onto the main group. But the leader is Canadian Arm, and it's doing it well. Ears pricked, having a good look around at proceedings, brings the field off the top turn past the 1200, and it's trotting well. First quarter leisurely 34, leads out by a narrow margin. Second Delta Sun, quite content to go the leader's speed. On the inside third, tucked in behind the front runner, is Declan Henry as Red Rustler, as they come down to get the bell with 1,000 metres to go, sits up in the 1-1, and Down Under Barkers is 6 away at the tail as they head out of the straight for the final time inside the 900, and the leader doing it well, Canadian Arm, but he'll have company shortly. Moving up on the outside second is Delta Sun, and it starts to apply as the screws in second spot. Second quarter 31.6, they did really quicken up there, and they're now matching motors the front pair. Delta Sun trying to put Canadian Arm to the sword here as they chase down the back straight for the final time, trotting towards the 600. Delta Sun's nearly got the length in front of Canadian Arm. Third Declan Henry, then Red Rustler as the field opens right up, and then a break back to Down Under Barkers, but Delta Sun in full flight. He's looking for a good hit out this morning, and he charges past the 400 metre marker down the back in 29 seconds, if you don't mind, and he's really opened up a big margin now. Delta Sun doing it comfortably, leads by 30 metres. Every stride he puts in, he goes further ahead. Delta Sun's going to absolutely donkey lick his rivals here. Holding down second, Red Rustler, Canadian Arm, out deep Declan Henry, but he is a very smart animal, and he's going to get better with every run this season. Delta Sun all the way romps in by 30 metres. Second, Declan Henry fought on well. Third in Red Rustler. Canadian Arm just couldn't go with him. Last in Down Under Barkers, 29.6, the final split.